Morning, folks. Unusual one today. First time in a long time they've actually got revenue inspectors checking that people are correctly swiping in and out of the station. Why is that a good thing? Well, two reasons. Brings more money. And secondly, it's actually quite funny, some of the stories that people give them. Oh, my phone ran out of power, for example, is a classic, so I couldn't swipe. They're like, that's no problem, I've got a little power bank, you can plug it in. Then all of a sudden, of course, they confess that the phone does work. So yeah, all these naughty people are getting in trouble. And it's interesting because they're both sides today. So if it's, for example, you go through using, I don't know, kids ticket or something naughty, they're going to get you on the other side of the barrier as well. Look at this guy, look, bouncer guy on the left, and the two ladies in the middle. So whichever way you try to avoid paying, you're getting caught. The only unusual thing is that they haven't got the usual, relatively usual backup, because you always get a couple of people that want to have a bit of an argument about it. Okay, so you might notice, folks, that my voice is a little bit blah. I did warn you about that yesterday, but it's fine. I'm completely fine. It's just the residue effects of that ghastly 24-hour cold blitz. Now, the interesting thing today is that, unlike yesterday, there's no sunshine. That's interesting point number one. Interesting point number two, and the main reason I'm out this morning, is that tomorrow might be a complete washout. Supposedly tomorrow is going to be pouring with rain all morning. Typical, really. I mean, it is going to be Monday after all. But, most importantly, folks, I was very keen, given that I had a bit of time this morning, to see if we have the same boxmen as yesterday, or whether they've been swapped over with the gatesmen and shitsmen, or indeed other troopers, and whether we do have the same or different the responses that we would get. There was quite a backlash yesterday. Let's just say that I know a lot of people are not happy about the situation at all. Problem is, no one's got a definite solution. No, I can't really say too much about it, but you kind of, I think, guess where I'm going with that. It's a tricky thing. The only part I don't understand is that if you are a serving member of the armed forces, then you are compelled to follow orders. This is the bit that I'm slightly struggling with. But then again, no one is able to confirm if orders have been issued, and if they have been issued, to what effect. So we'll see. This is where sometimes, folks, it would have been massively beneficial had I, in my younger years, been a soldier. It'd be far easier to elicit information than it is now, trust me. And it's not even a situation of folks don't trust me to talk about it. It's the fact that, as I mentioned back around Easter last year, big bosses said, everybody, too much information is getting out to certain streamers. I respect that. At the end of the day, although I can be trusted, bigwigs don't know I can be trusted, so of course they have to be cautious. If, for example, I were in the military or I had some sort of special clearance, it would be different. Then I could find out far more. But yeah, people are, and I do respect that. I don't dig too much or pressure anyone that I talk to when they're not on duty, because it's not fair to do that, and it could potentially compromise both myself and them. Because if, for example, I start to tell you guys things that I probably shouldn't know, they're going to wonder how I found out about it, and they're going to dig, and that digging will lead back to me and anyone else that might have spoken to me, either on or off the record. So you know what, it's just not worth it. It really isn't, because the worst thing ever I can think of is my house getting raided by by whoever, to find out who's been talking and about what. So I keep my nose out of it these days, guys. It's just easier, trust me. It's quite a nice morning. It's not hot, it's not cold, it's normal. As you can see though, we are a bit later than yesterday. I thought it'd be good to arrive at horseguards at pretty much the same time as the first little dribs and drabs of people would be arriving from Buckingham Palace. Oops, she almost punched this guy in the face then when she put her arms up. So that was today's plan. The video might not be as long as usual. We'll see how it goes, see how many people there are, see how naughty they are, and more importantly, see if there is a response from the troopers and what that response might be. Those of you that emailed me with your concerns about people commenting negatively about troopers yesterday, I've always made it very clear, folks, that I don't censor the comments on my channel. I delete anything that's overtly respectful, reveals personal information, is misogynistic, racist or homophobic. Why? Because if I don't Google will anyway, or they'll impose some sort of controls on the channel. Everything else is a go as far as I'm concerned. We don't have a right to freedom of speech here. We don't have a written constitution like you find folks in the US. I like to think we do, so I kind of pretend that we do. So it almost all goes pretty much. Now, if that's going to involve criticism of serving troopers, not ideal. I don't approve of it. I don't. But at the end of the day, people are entitled to their opinion. If it gets out of hand, then I'll worry about it at the time. But I do believe everybody has a right to express their opinions, as long as it's done politely, and they're not using expletives or anything personally identifying. I kind of prefer to leave things as they are. The channel is not going to grow organically if I spend half of my time removing and modifying comments. I very rarely touch the comments, folks. Some of you have emailed me recently to ask what happened to your comments. A lot of stuff gets pushed into the held for review section in YouTube Studio. I only look at that once a day because sometimes when I refresh it there are more than 100 comments, and that's a problem. Why? Because I have to click on each individual one to approve them. There's no way to turn that off. I've got no kind of filtering at all on any of the videos, any of the channels. It's all completely open for commenting. However, YouTube, you can't get around that YouTube filter. When it thinks that something might be controversial, completely useless AI puts it into the held for review section, and I need to manually read it and click approve. It's a time-consuming, annoying process, guys, and I spend at least an hour a day doing that. Yeah, it's very tedious, but there's no way around it, because it's better that I do it than all of you kind of, you might write something completely innocent and valid, but it gets held because of some weird algorithm. So the fact that you guys take the time to comment. This fellow's making a beautiful little sketch. Look at this. Fantastic. That's extraordinary. I really admire people that can do that, because I'm not particularly talented. Or actually, I was going to say I'm not particularly talented artistically, but maybe there's a smidgen of talent emerging slowly. I guess it depends on what kind of artistry we're talking about. But if it involves a pencil, a crayon, a paintbrush, etc., then yeah, and the best I could do is painting by numbers in a kid's book, and even that doesn't come out well. Okay, so that's the situation with my thoughts on the comments and everything else. Now, I did mention a couple of months ago that I started adding people onto the pre-approved list, which means that those people circumvent the held for review section automatically and are able to post links and other things. It's a kind of trusted users option. Quite a few of you have now made it up to, I think, month 3 or month 6, I can't remember which one it is, of membership. Those of you that have yellow stars or above, all of you that have a yellow star or above will automatically be added by me to the excluded list, so that every single comment you write will be approved automatically. Why? Because the way I see it is, if you guys have been watching and supporting the channel for that long, you know how we do things, and as such, it's for me to trust that you will not abuse the pre-approved comments, if that makes sense. Sorry if that sounds patronising, guys, I didn't mean it to, but you know what I'm trying to say here. In other words, I think you guys have earned the right not to worry about your comments not appearing, if that makes sense. Okay, so the other thing is, actually yesterday that video was one of the most commented on. We were not far off, actually. Wait, let's have a quick look. Almost at horseguards. So that video yesterday, it's me walking along here with no mobile reception. Saturday update. Yeah, it's not far off 1,000 comments, folks, which is mind-boggling. I watch a number of very successful YouTube channels, all sorts of topics, not necessarily one that I'm interested in, but just YouTubers that I admire. People like Matt Armstrong, for example, and the famous, to me, and one of the best YouTubers currently working, Sabbatical, Tommy. Tommy G's also pretty good as well. So, what I was about to say is that it's surprising because given the comparatively low, I mean, okay, just under 100k is not that low, but comparatively low number of subscribers, the engagement rate with this channel, folks, is extremely high. I've seen YouTubers with 5 million plus subscribers post videos and only get a couple of hundred comments. And these days it's quite normal for any video that is posted to get between 300 and 1,000 plus comments. It really is an awfully high level of engagement. And that, folks, is testament to all of you, right? Because you have built the community. I provide the content, but I can't provide the community. That's something that you, all of you folks, collectively have done. I was getting excited for a second and thinking that, hey, maybe all of the usual suspects that stand it all day long are not here today, but hey, they are. What a surprise. Okay, so, one small development. The trooper and the horse, good morning horsey, the trooper that was in, let me just think, was he in the box? Actually no, he was, he was in the box yesterday. I was going to say the trooper was in the archers, but no, he was not, I don't believe, in the archers yesterday. It was an entirely different trooper. Oh, horsey's definitely listening to the conversation. He's thinking, my God, this guy, if only he knew the things that I hear in the stables. That's what it is, yeah. Some things blow. What's that? Oh, it's the top of somebody's microphone that's fallen off and is blowing along the street. Look. Off it goes. I thought it was an insect crawling along for a second. Okay, now I believe this is the trooper that was in the very popular Instagram picture a few days ago that I posted with Kahina as the theme tune. Pretty sure it's the same guy. Yeah. Let's have a little wander around, see who else is here. Might not look it, guys, but it's pretty busy. Not as busy as yesterday, but it's because the sun isn't out, and also because the palace has not yet finished the guard change. Okay, so the other boxman. Okay, famous face. Now, interestingly, we've arrived at 35 minutes past 11. Why is that interesting? Well, for two reasons. One, it means we're midway through, so we're going to see all 4 boxmen who are on duty today. The boxman that we're looking at right now, very famous face, doesn't really need an introduction from me. Most of you will recognise him. He's been here, in fact, longer than I've been filming. And is probably, in all honesty, the most experienced trooper. He's also got the Cross Sabres PTI badge, or patch rather, sorry, on his right shoulder. Now, so far, so good. Is that not how we want to sit with everybody, ideally, folks? Kind of approaching slowly and respectfully. Oh, wait, Banana Man's here. Where is his banana? Wait, if he comes over to talk to me, I'll ask him. Haven't seen him for ages, in fact. 2 characters here, guys, that we often spot and like very much for their eccentricity. Glorious Kenny, the preacher. Yeah, he's a star. Kenny is an absolute superstar. And Banana Man. Been a while, actually, since Kenny was here. I'm liking the approach of the tourist there. Look at this. This is more like it, isn't it, folks? God, this is depressing. Look at this, folks. Look. Yeah, a little group that stand here for hours. 2 phones, one on the live. I guess they need, like, 50p of donations to buy lunch or something. It's pathetic. If you can't afford to buy lunch, get a job. Okay, is she going to go to the box? Gosh, I love filming, folks, when it's like this, when you can actually take the time to look and appreciate the way people interact with the horses and their response and so on. Not only that, when there's not the throng we had yesterday, people can see the signs, they can see the box. In other words, if, for example, only once a week, i.e. Saturdays, we're going to have that massive crush and the appearance of inaction in terms of telling people what to do, I think that's a reasonable-ish compromise if the other 6 days of the week are like this. In other words, casual, cool, respectful. My personal opinion is that no orders have been given to the troopers one way or another. What do I mean by that? Okay. What I'm trying to say is I don't think they've been told to shout, and I don't think they've been told not to shout. What I think has been said is pretty much nothing. What I mean by that? Hey, it's up to you guys. In other words, they've been left, as one would pretty much surmise, to make their own decisions with their own mounts as to how to deal with tourists, miscreant tourists. I can well believe it, certainly in the case of this trooper. Okay, so as usual, the crowd throngs out of the other gate, around the other horse. It's funny because until quite recently, most of the time, most people would sort of distribute themselves between both ends. The reason that now we have this issue with far more people at this end, well, there are two reasons actually. One, they see all the cameras that are lined up, standing here for hours, think maybe something's going on. And two, even more interestingly, but predictably, when people come through the tunnel, there's only this side that is typically permitted. So people enter the tunnel, come along into the yard, and they will emerge in the yard, as we're looking at now on the left-hand side, which is pretty much directly opposite this gate. This is why we have so many more people typically flooding out of this gate than the other gate. What does that mean? It means that this end typically gets busier. Not always, but often. And although there are plenty of people here, they're not being naughty today, yet. This is why I wanted to arrive when the palace throng starts to land. That probably will happen in the next 15 minutes. So that by noon 15, most people that are coming from the palace to horse guards should be here. In other words, that will be peak numbers and possibly peak stupidity. But notice, compared to yesterday, for example, even this massive group of kids, look, they're being really respectful, way back from the box and the line and the horse. What I'm trying to say? Not everybody that comes here is rude and disrespectful. Yeah, we saw way too many of them yesterday, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you even electrify the floor. Idiots are going to be idiots, as simple as that. Let's be honest, folks, you know, those are the sort of people that decide to wash themselves in the Trevi fountain, climb the Eiffel Tower, disrespect the Wailing Wall, blah, 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 blah. You see where I'm going? In other words, you know, an idiot is an idiot, no matter what measures are introduced to mitigate the idiocy. Yeah, don't worry, bro, just go right in the middle. Oh, that's interesting. No idea which language that is. It sounds like Italian. Oh, just a second, folks. Now, I did mention the squish at the gate. I'm going to try and capture it whilst we capture what's happening in front of the box. We're going to get a lot of people walking in front of the camera this morning, which is inevitable. But now, look at this. Yikes. It's half of Italy we've got here right now. I haven't seen this many Italians since I went to Garibaldi's funeral. Making funny faces as they go across, completely ignoring the presence of the camera. Oh, some tourists are getting very much peed off with all these kids pushing in. Look, this guy's going to lose his temper in a minute, I think. What a squash. This is not the palace lot, folks. It's just one group of kids from, I think from Italy. They might be Greek actually, I'm pretty sure they're Italian. Oh, so yeah, don't forget the kid. Remember you should have the kid there. If this oblivious Chinese bro in front of me to move out the way, that's it. It's moved its onion head, so we can now see the horse again. Much more relaxed actually this morning. I'll try if I can in a minute, guys, to grab your name on Horsey. I think I can see the number. 1 second. You know, I'm a stickler for certainty these days, so I prefer not to risk getting it wrong. I will occasionally make exceptions, especially as this horse is so beautiful and very happy. Actually, I must say, this horse looks really happy and relaxed. Got a magnificent picture of him looking directly at the camera, which I'll post when I finish. Okay, horsey, show me that nice shiny hoof. Kind of got it upside on, folks. Let's have a look. Okay, right, got the number. Now I can move back, so no one can overhear me as I tell you which horse it is. One second, folks. One we didn't see for a while, in fact. According to the list, it's York. Just going to double check the hoof number. Yeah, that's unequivocal. It's definitely York, 100%. And it's a brilliant picture, actually. He looked at the camera at the exact moment. I say he. I mean, the horse is not marked as a mare on the list, but it's almost too beautiful to be a boy. Look, everybody's staying outside the box today. Massive difference, to yesterday. I think half the problem yesterday is that there was no space here, so everybody got pushed into the box. Okay, that's not fair. Not everybody, but plenty of people that didn't necessarily want to go into the box didn't even get to see there was a box because there were too many people here. So, upon reflection, maybe yesterday wasn't as bad as we thought. It was pretty bad though. Somebody was holding something interesting in front of the archway for a picture. It looked like a flag. I couldn't really see. Maybe she'll come out with it. But notice, guys, not one single person thus far has reached out to touch the horse. In fact, not one single person has walked into the box and stood next to the horse either. Sometimes tempted to film in 0.6 because that way we get the entire box. But the trouble is it gives a bit of a fishbowl look. I don't like that. It looks weird, especially on the thumbnails. There are a couple of other channels doing that if that's your thing, but for me, I like to try and make the pictures look visually palatable. Oh, hold on. That's the first rule breaker. But hey, she's young, so gets a get out of jail free card. The other thing that we haven't been seeing recently, guys, since the new... Oh, hold on. Oh, okay, this one definitely doesn't get a pass.
He's looking at me.
It's, oh no, don't. I wish the trooper didn't pull the reins. Look at this. She's just standing there like she owns it.
No, I'm just trying to get the horse is walking the man completely from the picture. Can you? That was it.
I don't want to spoil her mood, guys, by telling her. I don't. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't. It's not fair. Plus, if I start doing that, then what am I going to do? Tell everyone? Oh, here we go. Look, there's another clown just got in. See? Look, every time one does it, and then everyone follows. Hey, this lady's not from the US on the left. I've got a feeling she is, though. Everybody, here we go again.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Now everyone's in the box. I don't know, guys, what they're saying, and I'm not a lip reader. Interesting. Interesting, the officer came over when he noticed people were in the box. That I find actually super interesting, personally. Oh, yep, another one doesn't recognise there's a camera here. See, it was completely fine and chill, folks. Now everyone's in the box. Just like yesterday. Unsurprisingly. Bro in the greeny top is looking for a wink from the guard. He's not going to get her.
Ja widzę, że tu nie ma siły nawet gadać, musimy te lody pójść. Dobra, idziemy. Znajdziesz lody?
Okay, so basically everyone's back in the box. Damn it, it started so well. I'm getting massive deja vu from the first day we were back with the lifeguards, when those absolute superstar troopers smashed it to start with. Boss, you're right in front of the camera. Thank you. When those two superstar troopers absolutely smashed it. Remember, guys, imagine if things had stayed like that for the past week. It would have been truly a glorious week, wouldn't it? But now we're back to what box? Look. Kind of. Better than yesterday, but not better per se. Thing is, I can't really get any further back, people. I'm pretty sure that these two troopers have only got a little bit of time left anyway until they're done. No, folks, she's not eyeballing me. One small update, everybody, and a huge thanks, actually, for getting in touch about this. You remember yesterday, folks, I mentioned in the video that there was a lady here from Tennessee, and yeah, she was feeling a little bit unwell. Now the good news is that she did contact me yesterday, just to let me know that she was okay, she was safe, that the mod police had assisted, and that everything was absolutely fine. So massive thanks to you, Sherry, for reaching out and confirming that. That was one of the only times I've really actually been concerned here, thinking like, oh, hold on a second, I really hope somebody's not going to have a medical issue on the street on a very busy day. You know, it was actually very bad luck that yesterday was so incredibly busy for you, Sherry. It's not normally that chaotic here, to be honest, but yesterday was completely insane. First weekend after we'd reopened, I guess it's not really a surprise, plus it was sunny, but I'm just glad that everything's okay and you were fine. So anyone that was worrying, yep, all is good, people. And look, you see almost everybody now is going back to being good and respectful. It's ironic, isn't it, that we're talking about how good everything is in the first 10-15 minutes of the video, give or take. And then obviously it all goes wrong again. But yeah, the silence from the troopers is vexing people. I don't get it myself either, I really don't. It's complicated, I guess. Oh, this bro's going to just bash him behind and destroy her beautiful picture. Hello, bro. Natural. Has to be a model. I mean, absolutely natural in terms of posing. Look. Even the horse is like, yeah, that's pretty good. Italiano. That would explain that. And everybody else is waiting and watching, like, why can't I pose like that? Well done to her. Meanwhile, the bro behind can't even raise a smile. Probably because everyone's pushing in front of him, look. Constantly, as usual.
Qué bonitos los caballos, ¿eh?
And people are really, really, on the whole, being super respectful today. Even here, even this far back, look. They are taking note of the fact that there is a box on the ground. What a lovely thing to see today. Yeah, we had that little blip earlier, but hey, you know, there are always going to be blips here. Harley Davidson man. This is lovely, in fact, to be here filming and watching this. It's a beautiful, sort of breezy day as well. Not cold, not hot. Just kind of normal. The sun is not making my head boil like an egg either. Okay, here comes a jogger. Will she know there's a horse? What do we think? Oh, she gave up. Too many people at the gate. I like filming from this angle actually because when we kind of go across the front of the horse like this, I can get much further back, so it doesn't feel like I'm even anywhere near the trooper horse or indeed the box. Now, I think that we're very, very shortly due for a changeover. Yes, we are. 5 minutes. Now, the sun's come out, everybody, which is a good and bad thing. It's good because the light is better for filming, but it's bad because the more sun, the more Taurons. I'm expecting quite a number of people to start arriving from the palace very soon. Dry change there finished 25 minutes ago. It takes between 15 and 30 minutes to walk from Buckingham Palace along the Mall or through the park to here. This is much more pleasant, isn't it, folks? This is what you're all hoping for. Glorious York, able to just chill, watch what's going on without being pestered. The key thing at the end of the day is not even people getting close to the horses, which is not ideal, but you know it's understandable in a place that gets this busy. But the key thing is not having lots of people, or ideally anyone, touching the horses. Now, what are we seeing today? We're seeing an untouched horse. Okay, today's stableman is actually a stable woman. I don't think she's going to come out because the box is already open. In other words, she doesn't have anything to do. I'm trying to keep this suit. There we are, that's it. Stable with the trooper and the horse. Vast improvement on yesterday. I'm not sure if they're opening the gates for the changeover or because police horses are coming. Wait, let's see. Or both. sorry, careful. This is horsey ASMR, I would say today, folks, pretty much, on the whole. Kind of what you were hoping for, and now what I'm bringing you. So if you want to get angry and have your blood pressure go through the roof, watch yesterday's video. If you want to come down the other side after that spike in blood pressure, watch this video and continue watching this video, because I'm pretty sure that this is what we're going to get. Super respectful people abiding by the rules on the whole. Lovely. Yeah, I'm really paying attention to that line today, looking down at it before standing over there. Of course, it's just like, guys, why are you all ignoring me? Some tourists are taking it to the extreme, look. Sweet. Oh, here we go. I think they're shooting a shampoo commercial. Oh god, here we go. Trooper gave him a super dirty look actually when he went to touch the horse. I'm not sure if we call that. Actually, but we've got one small surprise coming, folks, behind us. 3 more beauties. We'll get these and then we'll focus on the guard change, which is coming up any moment. Oh, I think I recognise the officer on the left. He's been in so many videos actually. He probably thinks I'm going to be his new housemate. Looking absolutely magnificent this morning. Love it. The coach driver wasn't sure, in fact, but the officer gave him the nod to pass. Bit awkward actually if you're a foreign coach driver. Actually, it's not a foreign coach driver. That's a British coach. GV Travel. In fact, now the spot I was standing in just got swarmed by this massive group from Australia. Everybody, Wesley College, Melbourne, Australia. Oop. It's walked into some tourist picture. Hold on. They're on their European music tour 2024, according to the jackets. Gosh, it's suddenly got really packed here. There's my spot gone, people, for the moment. That's why I sometimes hate to move. Okay, here we go.
¿Dónde está Lucy?
We're back. Ta-da! In fact, we've actually got a better spot than we had before.
Excuse me.
Yes. Bing bong. Okay, that's better. Very, very, very big difference compared to yesterday, ladies and gents. Eh? Right, who are we having to replace Glorious York? Who's not a happy boy? Oh, he's off early. Everyone's moving out the way now. Oh, let's hope he doesn't slip. Great job by the trooper.
Are those real swords? Absolutely.
Oh, this is interesting, folks. Well, well, well. Look who's in the box next. Yeah, she was not on yesterday. Good to see this this lady trooper back.
Wave to Mama. Say hi, Mum.
Hi, Mom.
very chill. In fact, with the dismount, this horse is as good as gold. I think. Hold on a second. It's Norseman. Oh God, I hope I'm not going to get that wrong. Instinctively, I think it's Norseman from the Star.
Do you know that Auntie Chantal's son was I don't like Chantal's.
Very, very, very chill changeover that was. In fact, pleasure actually to be here and watch this. Please didn't need to shout at anyone. Just an ideal example of the way things should be. Okay, we're going to get a bit of a deluge now. This is Norseman, ladies and gents, 100%. Horse at the other end, I'll try and get, if there's enough time in the video. I'm not going to move too much from this spot for two reasons. One, I won't get it back if I do, and two, this is where I'm expecting the vast majority of people to be during the next 30 minutes, i.e. until the end of the video. As I said, that guard change at the palace is finished. I think a lot of people got stuck in the yard or in the tunnel, and here they come. It'll be very interesting to see the response of this lady trooper to people who are being disrespectful. I mean, look at the moment how squished the gate is. This isn't the problem here. People just stop and gawp, and then boom, everyone gets stuck. So let's try and get the trooper, the horse, and the gate. I don't think she's going to be naughty. Well, at least not before dark. Back to the gate. Uh-oh, there goes the box. Okay, it's pretty clear over on my left now. By the way, guys, that was a joke. Wow, imagine the narcissism of having a camera on a gimbal to film yourself. That's one thing I don't quite understand about many YouTubers actually, those who prance around in foreign countries filming themselves. It's like, are you there for your own benefit or to capture what's happening locally on the ground? Unfortunately guys, we missed it, but a brilliant group shot by the kids from Australia, yet again. I'm guessing that's probably a private school. They were exceptionally well behaved, very respectful. Perfect group shot around the archers. I think we probably just got it in the background. Whatever it is you do to your kids in Oz, folks, to make them so polite, we need some of that over here, because our kids are nowhere near as polite, I tell you. Unless we've just got lucky and caught primarily private school kids that tend to visit here from Oz. I guess you'd need to be pretty rich to come here in a school group, given that the flights alone are more than most people spend on a week's holiday. So I'm guessing that most like normal people, normal kids that is, that don't have the funds to fly over to the UK as a school group, for the same reason that British children don't go to Australia as school groups. It's too expensive. Okay, much more modest numbers of people than I was expecting thus far, and that's a positive, because so far everyone's behaving themselves. This I'm thinking, this week, I think this is the first lady trooper we've seen since Horseguards reopened. I'm 90% certain there wasn't a female lifeguard trooper, and I don't remember seeing a female blues, so this will be the first one. So she possibly could make history today. Again, look, the line being respected. He says as, oh, wait, did her glasses actually just fall down perfectly back onto her face then? That's a pretty cool party trick. Oh. Pretty sure that guy left his contact lenses at home. He didn't even see there was a horse. So we know two of the names. Yorkwood just left. This is Norseman. I will get you the name of the other horse at the other end. Yeah. Look, again, look, he's being very cautious about the line, as are these two lovely tourists on this side. Guys, I did tell you to have some faith and be patient. But there are going to be blips, just as there were the first time the signs were changed, but then things improved. Like I said, how long has it been since we had anybody grabbing the reins? Months. Look. See? Well done, girls. Saturdays might be the only time we see the kind of chaos until we get to tourist season, that is. But by that time, I think enough people will be aware of the new rules that the keeping away from the horse approach will be the norm as opposed to the exception. See, look, you can still get beautiful group pictures with your family. Hey, all good? I thought you were going to be away for...
No. Tuesday. I'll be here today and tomorrow.
Ah.
Then Tuesday I'm in.
Yeah, day after
Tuesday
tomorrow.
morning.
You get a
It's
bit
only a
nervous,
day
or?
surgery. I don't know, hopefully I'll go out all right. My sugar level was way low on Friday. Someone else phoned me up to see if I was all right. Because I could have passed out. So they phoned me up and said, are you all right? I said, yeah. So now I've got a load more different things in here now.
What, a whole bag of like little goodies and stuff?
Yeah, sweeties. Look, all this sort of stuff here, look.
Oh wait, so if I start getting a little bit peckish or whatever during my video, I know where to come.
And these.
Love
in
it.
case I go into a funny situation.
I didn't see you weren't here yesterday, no? I didn't see you yesterday.
No, I wasn't here yesterday. I went to Windsor yesterday. I went to see Change.
Probably a good thing. It would have made your blood boil yesterday.
Change the guard at Windsor yesterday. I went to see the Gherkins yesterday.
Ah.
So
Yeah, people yesterday, Colin, I told you yesterday, they were just like,
shit.
just unbelievable. Everyone pushing in, making a mess.
Yeah, they still don't break. They're still going in that box.
What's your take on it? Why do you think...
I'm not saying nothing.
No? But why do you think no one's speaking up?
I don't know. It's up to me, isn't it?
No, but my opinion is that it's very, very likely nobody has told them to shout or not shout. In other words,
I've
they've been
seen one
told.
shout on Facebook the other day. I saw somebody do it.
The first two lifeguards that were on when they reopened, absolute superstars. They told everybody that got close to get back. After that, no one said a word.
Well, I don't know. It's up to them. Anyway.
Curious,
I'm
eh?
shooting off anyway. See you
Yeah,
later.
done. Here tomorrow, though, yeah?
Yeah, only for it's 12 o'clock. Then go home.
Okay, see you then. See, I did tell you guys, everyone's being coy, including Colin. It's smart that we're coy. Just trust me on that, people. I really hope that I'm right about the gradual filtering of positive behaviour. It'll take some time, but it'll happen. Sorry. It will happen. See, look, people from all over the world, and they're getting it. They're seeing the line, and on the whole, they're respecting it. Anyway, you can see the palace throng starting to appear. I mean, some of them respect, yeah. Some of them are partly respecting it. Some of them are not really sure whether to respect it. Oh! Me use the stand? I mean, the only time I'm going to use a stand is when I can't walk unaided. So I reckon I've got another probably 25 years of being able to walk around without a stand. No, because if something happened, I'd probably end up using it and I'd end up getting sent to prison. So it's probably better I don't have a stand. Well, I don't understand. I really don't get this. Why everybody started using a stand? I hold it in my hand for 1 or 2 hours. It's not a problem. It's good for upper body strength as well. I know he's got out elbow issues, but then he's much older than us, so I understand. But all of you young men,
That's when I started using it.
I don't get it. I mean, no issue with this, but then I wonder if it's because the pole redistributes the weight. In other words, it's not just at the top. It's you for ages, been like a month, no? I thought you retired. I thought you were going to the Bahamas or something.
Where did you go at 17?
Italy, France, Switzerland. I just needed a little bit of a holiday. Plus, you know, it was closed here, so there's no point in hanging around in London.
Again for 2 weeks.
Off again. See, this is the beauty of being rich, I guess. Being a millionaire, you can just pop off whenever you feel like it, like he does.
He said his mum was Morocco.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
And you know his wife said,
I know he's got a lot to worry about, so he deserves a break. Yesterday though was bad here. Everybody was really, really, really rude, and it was curious. When people are being rude like they were yesterday, massive numbers, why the troopers are silent? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't think anyone gets it. Very curious. We'll find out, folks, over time. Now, annoyingly enough, one of the best tour guides is here, the ex-army officers in the yard. I haven't seen him for a while. I would love to get his opinion. on why he thinks I can't because he's in the middle of a tour. But if, for example, I catch him when he's not in the tour or post-tour, so we still need to arrange a collab, he and I. Summer just went by. I remember that was like two and a half months ago that we discussed a collab, but time just vanishes, people. Then that was an unexpected closure here. Everything is a bit up in the air. Okay, let's have a bit of a wander while this end's a bit quiet. Good to see some of the old, gold, familiar and respectful faces returning to film. The people that have been here for over a year filming, and some that have been here much longer than me filming, are typically, not always or not exclusively, but typically the most respectful. So it's good because if the regulars are back and filming and respectful, it will hopefully push out the new arrival idiots who are not respectful and don't understand the rules and actively post spammy crap just for views. Unusual to get a foursome coming through. Look at this. Fantastic. We've got half the Met Police on duty this weekend. Well, look at this beauty at the back here. Hello. Oh, he's very curious about the camera. Tourists are absolutely enamoured by this. Look, they love it. In fact, they love everything here, really. That's why it's so popular. Oh wow, there's a ton of people coming over actually from the palace. Okay, so now this is interesting, folks. I kind of did wonder about this, but we're in the yard, and we've got somebody who's almost always in the boxes, as indeed he was yesterday, who is now in the arches as the gatesman. Now the interesting thing is that, unless I've missed it, he hasn't left the arches to do any rounds yet. Now I'm wondering why he's not on the horse today. Most curious. Now who is our chitsman? Let's see. Nope, it's not that dude. He's just a random tourist. Oh my god, yeah, look, here comes the palace lot, folks. Delayed. Maybe there was a bit of a squash at the palace. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was a squash at the palace. Okay, this trooper pretty much can't see anything because he's got the light. I mean, we've got the light as well on the wall, look, behind. In fact, he is blinded by the light this morning. It's super bright on this corner. I've advocated before for the troopers to be given some sort of, special eyewear. Interesting that the gatesman hasn't. I knew something was missing, or something was not quite as it usually is. That's what was missing, folks. When I was at the front earlier, thinking, what is it? Something was slightly bothering me because it seemed awry, and that was what it was. It was the fact that we didn't have the gatesman coming out to the front, doing his rounds, and then coming back into the yard. In fact, I've been doing more rounds than the gatesman today, thus far. Okay, so let's have a look and see who we've got here. Who is the horsey at this end? Which trooper is it as well? Let's try and squeeze in. Are people being better or worse at this end? I have no idea. We might potentially see how it goes, folks. Have a brief part 2. We'll see. These hooves are crazy, crazy shiny. Look, like really shiny. No, I can't make that one out, folks. We need to be absolutely central to get it. I think it's a 1 ... number, like a 3-digit number, but I don't want to call it. I can't get it clearly enough. Which is annoying because we've got a very distinctive blaze. Hello. Oh, there we go. Trooper just said to her, get out of the box. Top man. Look at this. Oh, here's another one. Oh, another one. Look at this, a one-man mission to fix what we saw yesterday. This guy, folks, is going to be in the commanding officer's office this evening, getting a medal. Absolutely brilliant. How's about that, eh? The second I come to this end, we get two tourists in quick succession getting told to get out of the box. Oh, look at this. The tourist is telling her son there in the red hat, stay outside the box. What a top man. What a superstar trooper. On a beautiful horse. Well, well, well. How's about that, guys? You weren't expecting that, were you, today? In fact, so impressive. He's going to get on Instagram today as a picture of the day, this man and his magnificent horse. If the horse wants to stop shaking his head, that is. Wait, let me get back and see in a bit. He's got to be man of the day. Oh, horsey, look this way, please. Horsey, hello. There we go, good boy. Nope, shutter's not quite fast enough for my annoying little phone. Horsey, come on. Settle down. We got it, guys. We got a magnificent picture of the trooper looking splendid and the horse. This could be the kind of image that goes down in history as the moment it all changed. Horses like, John, did you really doubt us? We are the Blues and Royals, my good man. Yesterday we were just a bit tired, you know. We were out late on Friday night. We were just not in the mood. But today we're back on the job. Fantastic. I do post on YouTube.
We're on the phone with my grandma right now. She watches your videos. She loves you.
She loves me.
Yeah.
Not in a romantic sense.
No.
though.
No. She's on the phone right now. She watches this every single day.
Wait, so Grandma's on the phone
She's
right
on
now?
the phone right now.
What's her name?
Josie.
Josie, where are you? Let me speak to Josie.
Here, no.
Josie.
It's dark.
Hey. Hey, Josie. We just got an amazing. Are you all the way in California? Wait, what time is it in California now? Is it like
4 a.m.
I think it's the middle of the night, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
on the
4
west
a.m.
coast, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow, 4 in the morning. Wait, what? Hold on, but why are you still awake if it's 4 in the morning?
Because we woke her up.
Ah, you woke her up?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, wow. How the hell are you this awake and alert at 4 in the morning? I'm like a wreck at 4 a.m., I tell you. You know my voice?
She knows your voice.
Oh, you're very kind. I appreciate that. That's really kind of you.
She was hoping to see Armand today, but he's not here today.
Oh, Ormond is not going to be back for a little while. But did you guys see yesterday's video with the Ormond toy in the store at the back?
Did you hear that, Nana?
They've made an Ormond toy that they're selling in the Guards Museum at the back. Yeah, for £12.
I'll buy you one, Nana.
Yeah, 100%. So hey, if you Josie, if you want an Ormond toy, hey, I've just told them if they arrive back in Cali without your toy, don't open the door. Okay, I mean it. You're very kind. I appreciate it. It's really kind of you. Today will be a good one because it started badly. Too many people, too many Taurons. But this trooper that we're watching at the moment, he just saved the regiment. I mean, he just told two people to get out of the box immediately. Now they weren't from the US. That's the good news.
She loves when they yell at them to get out to like.
I mean, to be honest, we all do, but I don't think we can't have it both ways. If we want people yelled at, then we can't like the rules. So it's a real bit of a double-edged sword, isn't it? In some respects. Yeah.
It's funny because we always say, you know what, they should draw a line and have to do the line. I'm like, damn, you drew a line.
Yeah, there's definitely. I'll admit there's definitely an element of that. But at the end of the day, we've got to have the horses happy. Otherwise, they'll close this place down, and we'll all lose out. Josie, thank you though for being up this early or this late, depending on which way you look at it, to say hello. It's really kind of you. I appreciate that a lot. I mean it. Thank you. Well, she's so lovely. She's so nice. Look on her face was just like absolute gold.
Thank you so much.
She's been sick for a few months, and so she's been in the hospital. And so I don't know how she came across you on YouTube, but she's been watching you for like 4 or 5 months. Like
Probably stuck in hospital and she came across the channel and has been like binge watching the videos and stuff. Yeah.
And she's been home now. She's doing so much better, and she's so.
Is she going to be okay?
Yeah, she's gonna be great.
Yeah?
Yeah, they found out what was wrong and everything, but this is
She's
like the
like
highlight.
super optimistic, great smile, like really happy lady.
We came last week, but because of the marathon, they were closed.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, well, you guys are going back, right? And we were just like, oh, we don't know. We were going to come back. But we were like, we don't know yet. And so we called her, we were like, oh, we're here. And she's like, oh, no. She thought we were going to come.
Have you ever visited London before? Have you ever
She
seen
doesn't
it?
fly, no.
Ah.
Yeah, we've been trying for years to get her to come over.
She's really scared of long haul flights, yeah?
Just like any type of
Yeah, I get that.
Plane since she was a teenager.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Back then, how planes were probably.
Yes, things were somewhat more dangerous, 30 plus years ago, that's for sure. Maybe one day she'll make it. Maybe.
Yeah, we've been trying for years.
I wish actually I had mentioned the toy now. That would have been an amazing surprise for her, wouldn't
I
it?
did buy her one of the little small, little middle ones. The other day when we came, when they were closed.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go do that. And you said go back.
Yeah, just if you go through the tunnel and just turn to the right, the museum is just basically behind this bit here. And as long as they didn't sell out yesterday, because so many people bought one after yesterday's video, hopefully they'll still have some. It's just a cute black fuzzy toy, but it's a really nice toy.
Yeah, oh, she'll love it.
Yeah, it's my favourite museum object. Yeah, look, she's overjoyed. That's what matters, isn't it? That's all that matters. No, you made my day as well, Josie. You're really kind. You've got a great smile as well. I appreciate you that you enjoy the channel so much. It's really kind of you to talk to me in the middle of the night, honestly. No, my pleasure. My pleasure. You take care of yourself, okay? You too. Bye for now. Well, guys, you're gonna make me cry. I swear.
Thank you so much.
No, it's my pleasure. My pleasure. Wow, folks, I actually did get a lump in my throat then. I'm not going to lie. Especially hearing about the fact that that she was unwell. Started watching the videos when she was in hospital recovering. Wow. That was really nice, but that caught me off guard a little. Josie, you are a superstar. You take care of yourself and get well soon. And maybe one day you'll get on that flight. But hopefully your lovely family will bring back an Ormond toy and you'll like it. It'll keep you warm at night, especially when it gets cold. Not that it ever does in Calais, but... Okay, we've got a little bit of time left, guys, not a lot. We still didn't ID the other horse, which is a bit annoying. I'll actually try and do that before I finish up. I've just noticed something as well, although I didn't notice it earlier and I feel a bit bad mentioning it now. But both the troopers that are on foot today were in the boxes yesterday. This is the trooper that was in the left box yesterday, who's now obviously... Yeah, go ahead. Who's now obviously not on horseback. Now, I'm not going to say that he's been, relegated to the archers, but kind of looking like that, isn't it? Very interesting that yesterday's boxmen are not on the horses today. Very interesting. That's not a criticism, it's an observation. I wasn't sure it was the same guy, but being sideward on seeing him, 100% that was the trooper that was behind me in the busy box yesterday. That cannot be a coincidence. The fact they removed both and put them onto foot guard duties in the archers. It's absolutely chocker here now. Oh my god, what the hell, look at this. That's probably one of the largest group shots we've ever seen here. I wonder where they're from. That's incredible, like really incredible. Well done. That was one of the best group shots actually we've ever seen. Somebody's having a bit of a meltdown about the fact that they can't get through. 1 second. Oh my good lord. I'm not going to even bother mentioning it, guys, unless it comes on the camera in a minute. I don't think it will. Somebody's having massive technical issues with their wardrobe. Oh goodness me, no, come on. I was going to ask them actually, but they all vanished pretty quick, which country they're from. They got an absolutely outstanding group picture. fantastic stuff. That really, to be honest, is what it's all about. So even with a massive new box, it's still possible to get a super good picture with a dozen plus people. Oh, hold on. This trooper is like a cobra. He's ready, viper, coiled, Ormond style. Look, he's actually this trooper is mimicking Ormond. He's looking like modest and somewhat aloof, but he's thoroughly ready to pounce verbally if required. Oh, sorry, chap. Sorry, didn't want to walk into you. Let me move myself back. Yeah, he's definitely ready, 100%, isn't he? Damn, I was going to make my joke then about this horse only bites Canadians, but they moved on too quickly. Right, let's see if we can get that number, guys. Wait, now I can't even unlock my own phone with my finger. Let's have a peek. So this trooper is going to be picture of the day today, everybody, on the Instagram. To all express your admiration for his superb professionalism. 1 second. Okay, so it's a 3-digit number. Actually, no, it's not a 3-digit number. There's a striation on the hoof that looks like a 1, but it's not a 1. So it's a 2-digit number that I thought was a 3-digit number. If this lady's friend, the lady on the right, if her friend comes over, you're going to see what I mean about the wardrobe malfunction. It was shocking. I can't believe that just happened with kids here. Oh God, she's coming. Oh no. Oh, good Lord. What happened is her backpack slipped down, and when her backpack slipped down, it basically moved her top. Oh, good Lord. Luckily she realised as it was happening, but she somewhat exposed herself involuntarily. Oops. Right, so let's have a look at which horse it is. Okay, so I think I've got the number correctly. Valiant is what I'm getting. I mean, this horse does look kind of valiant, so I'm happy to stick with Valiant as my firm naming of this beauty. Number match as well. So unless something's gone very wrong, or the Blues have renumbered their horses and restamped their hoofs, this is magnificent Valiant. So not only did this trooper get the most beautiful horse today, but he's actually really on it. Perhaps he was rewarded with Valiant. Oh, yeah, just jogged through the box. Right, folks, we will have a resumption of part 2. Let me just check the time, in fact, because I really would like to concentrate on this trooper and how he's dealing with the Taurons. Yeah, we've got 30 minutes. So we're going to do an addendum to part 1, as opposed to a whole part 2. It'll be a brief part 2, but more of an addendum to part 1. So I'll be back, guys, for that addendum / part 2 in just a moment. Right back.